Hello and welcome to Bike Shows UK, the show that takes a sneaky peek at all the red-hot biking extravaganzas happening around the UK. This week it's Heaton Park in Manchester. Hi, I'm Stuart Evans and it's my delight to welcome you to the Cheller Advanced Thundersprint in Heaton Park, Manchester. Heaton Park is a 650-acre park which is a beautiful unspoilt place to come to for a bit of peace and tranquility. Today, however, it's got an 800-yard sprint with lots of lovely noisy motorcycles bobbing up and down and giving it everything. Come on, let's go and have a little look. Woohoo!
I think it's the atmosphere, really, you know. It's very down to earth and people are here for the right reasons. No pretense, no pompous crap, you know, that you normally get at some of the sort of higher echelon meetings. And it's just good to be with real people and be part of a gang of bikers enjoying themselves in the sun in sunny Manchester. I like it.
I'm really enjoying competing. It's just a really different kind of riding. I've never done anything like that before. I've done drag strip stuff, but this is totally different. It's kind of like two corners of a circuit and a bit of a drag strip, but it's really, really strange to ride, but really good fun. It's quite challenging, more than it looks. It's only 20 seconds, but it takes a lot of concentration to get across the line in 20 seconds, so really good fun, yeah.
Now, the Cheller Advanced Thundersprint isn't only about great big monstrous powerful bikes. Oh, no. Someone who likes a bit of monkey business is Steve. Steve owns this little ZB monkey bike here, just the same as the ones we've seen running up and down the track. And Steve, I understand you bought this to get your kids into motorcycles.
Yeah, certainly did. We saw this at a show, fell for it straight away, approached the owner, and 2 years later it belonged to us.
And how many shekels do you have to part with to own a magnificent creature?
This cost me £1,600, this one.
£1,600. And what is it, a 72cc, what, 4-stroke?
Yeah, it is a 4-stroke, yeah. You can do them up to 90. They come as original as a 50, but as a 72 and 36 mile an hour is quite plenty for my kids at the moment.
Yeah, imagine if you're 10 and 12 years old, that's more than enough. Now, you bought it to get your kids into motorcycles. Let that be a lesson to us all. I think more of it. Thanks very much, Steve.
Thank you.
To the 1900 pound bet, 90 bid, 90 bid, 25, 50, 1950 bid, 1950 bid, 1950, 1950, 1950, all the North Shore. 1950 bid goes then once, twice with a 1950 bid, thank you, provisional, C. Two owners from you, service stamped up to about 17,000. Where are you going to be with that one? What have you got for me? £1,200 for it, thank you. £1,200 bid, 50 to bid, 1250 to bid, 1250. 1250 to bid, 13 bid, 13 bid, 50 to bid, 1350. 1350 to bid there at 1350. 14 bid. £1,400 you ordered at 14. 25. 1425 the bid there at 1425. 50. 1450 to bid, 75. 1475 at the back of the hall at 1475. 15 bid. Shoe Typhoon, 97 in the end. There's the colour as an import. You previously used over the seat, 97 in the end. That is the Typhoon. £300 bid. £300 bid here at £300. Any further bidding now, hold the money now at £3. £100 now, hold the money at £3. Any further bidding now at £3. All done. Provisional.
These bikes have all just been through the auction. I've just been sat in there trying to buy myself a bike with £12.50 a stick of chewing gum. Didn't get very far. To find out what else you can see at this show, we caught up with the event organiser Frank Melling a little bit earlier on. Let's see what he had to say.
The Thundersprint began 5 years ago as a classic bike sprint, and from that it's developed into one of the biggest events in Europe. We've got everything from Jim Redman, who's 6 times world champion, Steve Hislop riding here on a modern Ducati, 1920s classic bikes, we've got mini motos, sidecars, we've got everything. Added to that we've got stunt riding, half a mile of trade stands. We think it's the best biking party in Europe. It's a cracker. The event is a traditional classic sprint. It's the sort of thing that you'd have seen in many parks in Britain in the 30s and 40s. Heaton Park is a superb venue. It's 6 metres wide. In real money that's over 20 feet, or it's about 20 feet wide. It's a good surface, and the track climbs and curves through Heaton Park to make it a really, really nice ride for the riders. We've designed the track so you can't actually get it right, the gearing. So the slow corners, you need to lower gearing to deal with those, and then you need a high gearing for the fast straight. So there's something for everybody.
Oi, Virago owner, no! We're going to take a look around Manchester with a local biker named Ty. Ty's going to show you the highs, the hellholes and the haunts that's going to make your sightseeing tour around Manchester an altogether better experience.
Hi there, I'm Ty Granger and I've been living in Manchester and working in Manchester for the last 7 years. This is my trusty steed, a Hornet 900, and I've been using it for work, leisure and a bit of play. Now this area we're at the moment is called Castlefield, a redeveloped canal basin which is now the home of many a working professional and celebrity, all working in these lovely purpose-built flats around us. Really, Manchester is so well known for its drinking, bars and music, but just over that side of town used to be a mecca for biking. Let's go and take a look. And this is it, the corner of Deansgate and Liverpool Road, where there used to be a thriving biking community, up to 8 or 9 bike shops at one time. Now not so many. Let's go and have a guided tour. On the corner of Deansgate over there, we used to have the infamous Skidlids bike helmet shop. Further down, Lewis Leathers, and then a regular haunt for couriers on your bike, which is now located at the other side of town. Shame really, all been replaced with arty, funky fashion shops. Now it's not only the shops that have disappeared, but the premises too. Over there we used to have Derek Johnson motorcycle dealership, now just trees. Kickstart motorcycle dealership, still doing good business. And over there, CW Milk, a famous place for people bringing their old cylinder barrels that needed reboring. Now still on Liverpool Road used to be the famous Sports Motorcycles with its unique upstairs showroom, featuring a huge range of motorcycles. Heaven knows how they got them all up there. It was then taken over by Hungaric, serving the local couriers and also many bikers alike. This whole area was a thriving community, and it is such a shame to see it so dormant. Now moving back onto Deansgate, we've got BJ West Motorcycles, owned by Brian West. Now this was the kind of place you could come and find any bits and bobs you needed, or even spares. For example, Brian, 1976 GT750 clutch cable. No problem, he had everything. If it was Kawasaki's you were after, then Not Mill Motorcycles down the road would have been your place. And Ital Sport, next door to that, was the home of Motor Guzzes. Everything. But there is still one dealership that's still very successful in this area, and that's the Harley Davidson shop, full of shiny custom chrome.
Bowman's has been based in Manchester for 9 years now. We have quite a healthy Harley Davidson base. We sell everything from Ranger bikes, from the little 883 up to right up to the 1450 big V-twins. We also cater for all the clothing, accessories, merchandise, trinkets, gifts, you name it, wrapping paper. We sell a lot. Although most of our customers are sort of Manchester based and the Cheshire areas, we do supply bikes nationwide to the Isle of Man, Scotland, and very, very occasionally we have shipped them into Europe. Generally though, most of the people that we do supply and sell our bikes to are either city centre people, Manchester born and bred people, or just people who've always wanted to own a Harley as a dream from being a small child.
We've managed to catch up with Sue Gandy, who's riding the Thundersprint today. In fact, she's actually doing rather well. She's lying first at the moment. Well done, Sue. How are you going?
I'm doing really well, thank you. Thought I was going to lose it to a colleague earlier, but trying to fight back.
Well, what's the best time you've managed to put in so far today?
I think it's 20.7. I haven't seen the times yet. But,
and have you any idea what the fastest time has been through overall?
I think that's about it so far.
20.7?
Yeah.
So you have the fastest time
on
overall?
On the third session, yes.
On the third session,
yeah.
I see. And you're riding, tell us about your bike, tell us your ride.
Well, this is actually an S4 Ducati Monster. It's actually one of the ones that we use in the British Superbike support race that's currently ongoing. And because I obviously work for Shell, we're supplying all the lubricants and all the fuels, so the guy said, you're also sponsoring the women's race, come along and have a go. So I kind of got roped in that way.
Is that right, that this is your first competitive event?
It is, yes.
What have you done prior to this?
Nothing really within the UK, but I've been on various holidays whereby I've had an opportunity to go on Spa, Chambay, Follenbray, and the big one Nürburgring, so, or Nuremberg, how do we say that?
Nuremberg?
No, never know.
Nuremberg.
Never know, that one.
Are you enjoying yourself?
I'm having a great time.
Just describe for us the atmosphere of the whole paddock.
Well, I would say it's very informal and very friendly, and the camaraderie is obviously excellent. It's a much more relaxed environment than perhaps the British Superbikes or the World Superbikes have been previously, so it's a nice change.
So if you were keen to get into this sort of thing, would you say that it's not as extreme as, say, full-on track racing or something like that? Would that be a fair way of describing it?
I think so, yes, I would agree with you on that. But it's also a great way for people to develop their confidence and have a go, and then perhaps move on to something more serious on the track, for example.
Marvellous. Well, you're doing fantastically well. Thanks very much.
Not at all.
Best
It's been
luck.
a pleasure.
See you again.
Thank you.
This lucky man here is Mal Harding. Now, Mal, you won a competition in a newspaper to come here and race one of these bikes today, didn't you?
I did, yes, Daily Telegraph, yes.
So you've had practice all morning. How have you been getting on?
I've been really fine. I'm surprising myself. Apart from my adrenaline and my pulse rate, I am having a thoroughly good time. It's wonderful, yeah. Terrific.
And how did it come about that you won the competition? What sort of competition was it?
It was a competition for the event, really. The whole weekend I've practiced and race day. But to answer quite a simple question, really, to do with Ducatis, of course, and then a tiebreaker, which was my dream would come true if I rode a Ducati because, and the killer line was? My killer line was the hair on the back of my neck needs the exercise.
Okay, superb.
So I think that's.
So describe the atmosphere here at the Thundersprint.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's I've got my son who's somewhere climbing all of the motorcycles at the moment. It's a big family event. I'm having a terrific time. Everyone's welcomed me with open arms, and I'm mixing with people that I normally read their reports.
Yeah,
press and stars, and yeah,
you were
it's incredible.
With all the journalists earlier on.
I am, yeah, and I'm having a thoroughly good time.
How are your times comparing to the journos?
I'm quite pleased. I must admit, I'm quite pleased with my times.
You're whipping a couple of them.
I may be just doing that actually. Yeah, I may be holding my own. I think. Yeah.
Excellent. Go get them, Mel. Thanks very much. Best of luck.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Superb. Don't go away, stay just where you are, and I'll be back after the break with more fun and frolics from Heaton Park. Plus, we'll be picking the brains of two bikies on our bike brain quiz. Yoo-hoo! Welcome back, I'm Stuart Evans, and this week's Bike Show UK comes from Heaton Park, home of the Thundersprint. Now, before we show you what else the show's got on offer, we're going to rejoin Ty for another look around marvellous Manchester. Think of where motorcycles are manufactured today, you'd probably think of Italy or Japan, and you're quite right. But in 1903, Dot Motorcycles was founded, here in the heart of Manchester. Unfortunately, they don't produce motorcycles anymore, but you can still find one or two of their models springing up around classic shows throughout the UK. Now, talking of shows, this is the Manchester GMEX, home of the Manchester Bike Show every year. Would you believe it? It was an old railway station. Now it's a state-of-the-art exhibition hall. Now, of course, the Manchester Bike Show is the first show of the year, falling on the first weekend in January. It attracts people from far and near to see the latest year's models and what's in store for the year ahead. If you're a person who likes to ride your bike rather than look at them at a show, then you don't have to go that far out of the city to get some great roads. 30 minutes ride to the south of the city puts you in the heart of Cheshire, where you're within striking distance of the lovely roads in North Wales.
A journey to the east of the city will take you to Derbyshire and the well-known Peak District area. But beware out here, this area is not as biker friendly as it used to be. Watch out for the speed cameras. If it's Yorkshire you're after, then head north where you'll find loads of great open roads taking you across the Pennines. If it's a bike meet you're after, then head west, where after 20 miles riding, you'll come to Rivington Barn. This is a popular venue for bikers, especially on a Sunday, situated at the foot of the West Pennine Moors. The barn itself isn't the main attraction, however, it's the surrounding areas, which offer mile after mile of long sweeping roads. What a place for biking. But throughout all this, there's one thing I've forgotten about Manchester. That's the weather and the rain. I'm off to put this in the garage.
It's that time in the show when two bikers representing the bike show area, in this case Manchester, answer as many questions as they can in 1 minute. Both bikers are on the same side and you have to clock up as many points as they can. At the end of the series, whichever area has the most amount of points wins a day at the Yamaha Race School on a track of their choice. Gripping stuff, I think you'll agree. Representing Heaton Park in Manchester this week is Simon on the GSXR and Paul on the Pan-European. Hello lads. You know the rules? Good. Would you mind beeping your horns for me? Marvellous. When either of you guys know the answer, beep your horns and I'll put the microphone towards you and you can answer a question. Ready? Start the clock. Who made a bike referred to as a kettle?
Suzuki.
Well done, correct. Who, or rather what, is the official colour of Kawasaki?
Green.
It is. Who is the current world superbike champion?
Troy Bayliss.
Yes, you're quite right. Ducati's headquarters are in which Italian town? Don't know that one?
Bologna?
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's Bologna in Italy. Trials rider Dougie Lampkin is from which county? Okay, mate.
Yorkshire.
You're quite right. Doing very well. How many carburettors are there on a GSXR 1000?
None. It's fuel injected.
Yeah, quite right. How many TT races did Joey Dunlop win? Want to guess?
26.
Yeah, absolutely bang on. On which racetrack would you find Deer Leap? Have a guess.
Alton Park.
Yeah, you're right. Outstanding. In which county is Brands Hatch?
Leicestershire.
No, Kent, my neck of the woods. Which Italian firm makes a bike called the Tornado?
Benelli.
Yep, you're quite right. What does CBT stand for?
Compulsory basic training.
It does. And how many cylinders does Honda's 1800 Goldwing have?
6.
Now that's it, time's up. Right, we're just going to let our computer calculate how many questions you got correct there. And it is, how many? 10? 11. 11, our computer is telling us you got 11 questions absolutely right. Fantastic, well done guys. As you can hear from the commentary going on behind me, the racing runs throughout the day. These are some of the lunatics who are giving it a go. And over to my right are the ones who are warming up, ready to do their lap. This man here is rather appropriately named Jeff Madden. Jeff, you're going to have to tell me about this bike. What have you got here, mate?
Well, basically, it's a race-tuned 1986 air-cooled Norton Rotary, built into a Yamaha frame with various other bits and pieces added on the 5-blade wheels, race exhaust, all the different bits and bats that come together to make what you see here now.
Jeff assures me that, like it says on the can, this exhaust, which is made from 108 separate pieces, is entirely road legal. What did you just fish around in the breakers, or is this parts you've had lying around? Or?
No, it started off as an RAC patrol bike, and it was absolutely seized up solid. We stripped it down, couldn't do anything with it, and it started from there. We looked for the best frame we could find on the budget we had at the time, and built it up as a project, and this is what you see now. It's good fun on the road.
So how fast will it go top end?
Theoretical,
Theoretically, of course.
Yeah, 150 mile an hour, I would imagine it's geared for now.
150?
Yeah.
And it's got a gorgeous Street Fighter look about it.
That's right, yeah, we wanted it to look a bit different, not like your average Norton.
Can't help but notice that you've got the rest of the family with you as well.
Yeah, they're all here. There's my wife Shirley over there, Robert, Emily, Stacey. Then we've got Shirley's cousin and his friends and all his family, they're all here, they'll come to have a look at us.
Outstanding.
It's a bit of a family affair.
It really is a proper family event. You might not recognise him with his helmet off, but this is Neil Porter, the man responsible for that lunacy we just witnessed on the road a minute ago. Neil, how long have you been doing this, mate?
About 3 years now, so I'm just going into my third year, 2.5 years really, third year, yeah.
And you're using what, a 1200 bandit and a blade, aren't you?
Yeah, this is my burnout bike, this is what I use for the burnout, some 1200 bandit. And I use my blade for my technical wheelies, slow wheelies.
Yeah, I like the little Aprilia moped that you have there.
Yeah, that's the backup when the crowd doesn't cheer that.
That's absolutely fantastic, mate. What a laugh, what a hoot. Tell me, have you done this show before? Have you been to think here?
I've never done this one before at all, no. I got picked to do this one because someone saw me doing a show, and the organisers spotted me at Manchester. Oh, yeah. And he just asked me to come and turn up and do it. So, no, this is a first for me, but it's good.
Yeah.
Enjoyed it.
Responsive crowd?
Yeah, better than normal.
Yeah.
Usually
you've got to work pretty hard to get a crowd of bikers to cheer, haven't you?
Yeah. Some of them like you know, the kids love it, they cheer, but the parents don't cheer, do they? But
that's good. Miserable bunch, you'll go and try it first.
Yeah, have a go.
Right. What do you think of the actual show itself? What do you think of the general atmosphere and ambience of the whole show?
Very good, actually, yeah. For a lot of, I'm not being funny, but a lot of old timers, but everyone's on for it, like, you know, it's a really good day. It's a good day out, for all families, good day out. We've got things for kids, rides, people can sit down and watch the racing on the grass, it's nice day for it, that's brought the weather out. That's a good show, it's a good show.
Excellent, well look, have an absolutely fantastic time, thanks Neil.
Thank you.
Best of luck.
Thank you very much, cheers, thank you.
Doesn't time fly when you're monkeying around? I've only got time to say, don't forget to visit our website regularly and participate in our Bikers Forum online. So from me and everyone here at the Thundersprint, bye for now.